Good morning, Hive fans, and welcome to today's live stream. We've got two special guests, Francesco Salerno, aka Frasco, and Alex Norman, aka Cavalier 16. Welcome, guys.
Hello, everyone. Thank
Morning.
you, Randy.
And of course, I like this because I don't have to say much because both of these guys are excellent commentators. So we are looking forward to the tie breaks today. They're going to be very quick, 3 plus 10. DrBeeezz is opening as white in the first game. Of course, they're played in two-game increments. If it's still tied at the end of two games, we go to another round. Any predictions on how many rounds we're going to have today, Fresco?
Uh, I feel the first two games will be a bit warm up. I have this. I don't know unless someone has prepared some surprise to draw some bomb to drop immediately. It could be a more chill game and then like win for white in both and then another one. But I don't know. Anything can happen.
What do you think, Alex?
I tend to think it'll only be the two. Um, just, I think after playing a full 6 games and an additional 2 games, I think both players will be trying to finish it. The I know from a few years ago when I played, it's like really long and mentally draining to play. Obviously, they're taking breaks in between the games, but still to have played for many months and have to focus and worry about preparation and stuff. I think they'll both be trying to push for a win as black. So my suspicion is that in this first game where DrBeeezz is white, um, Joe will try and play aggressive. I mean, both of these are aggressive players anyways, but in even quicker time controls, it can lead to some maybe miscalculations and quick tempo steals as opposed to a longer drawn out game that you might see Happy Kiwi or someone like that play. So my suspicion is that at some point in the quick time controls, one of them will miscalculate slightly, and then the game will just swing and be over in two.
Do you think DrBeeezz is gonna play the same opening again, or? He's been playing the queen in line with Ladybug first, maybe almost all match, maybe not all the games, but that's his typical opening.
That is what he typically played. I feel like he went away from it maybe at the end of the match because Joe was playing some stuff that maybe he hadn't seen before. So I think he was playing more of a standard, still open Ladybug, but I think they played Z at least for the most recent game. So if I were betting, I would suspect not inline queen, but I wouldn't be surprised either way. I'd be very shocked if both of them don't open with Ladybug though.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a little bit of action, maybe. Here we go. They're opening with a ladybug. And as you expected, Alex, both opened with ladybugs.
It's just such a safe opening, but yeah, there we go. So you can see they're playing Z. Okay, I was wrong about Z, but right about not in line.
What's up? I actually can't see the game. What's happening? Is it my internet?
Well, Randy doesn't have it. He's not like sharing his screen on Zoom, right? Or are you just following it live?
Yeah, I was trying to follow in live, but
If
screen.
I share my screen, it doesn't show online, does it?
I think
Okay,
it would.
I
It
I
probably would depend
ref
on how you have your Zoom set up, but yeah.
I
So
refresh
this
it now. I
is
see.
okay. Yeah, we should be good then.
Oh yeah, C opening. Okay.
Yep, see, and then you get this mosquito in that. What do they call it? Release spot.
Whoops, I can't.
That's okay. We should be able to just follow live. Pillbug off the back. So you get that anti-spawn defense for white, and Pillbug get that angle for black.
And
So
where that white
theoretically
mosquito
could
is a
pocket.
pin-proof spawn point. So if DrBeeezz wants to, he can use that, although it's no longer a pin-proof spawn point.
Having watched DrBeeezz play some, I imagine he's going to try and put a beetle next to there and maybe just warp the beetle in. That seems like the kind of stuff he enjoys doing.
Okay.
So now black has a decision. Oh, interesting. Okay, so he didn't want to allow the beetle to be spawned in either of the places touching the mosquito. This offers some pillbug harassment, of course. If the pillbug slides to the left for white, which strands the black mosquito, you still have the chance to utilize your pocket or play something off your black mosquito, and then the white mosquito is locked in place as well. So black would probably consider that a win.
I feel white could throw the pillbug into the middle spot in between the two
Into this
queens.
shared or this,
Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
okay. It's
yeah, this is
even
possible.
different. Even different. Okay.
This is kind of the classic C trap, right? When your opponent vacates that spot that the black mosquito vacated, you
Mm-mm.
can make this ring because the queen can't be warped out. Now the ladybug for black can move, but then it becomes a bit of a tricky calculation. So if the ladybug attacks off the white queen, for example, does the white ladybug then fill the shared kill spot, and then you start getting pre-swamp ideas for the white mosquito.
Mm. Could just
So
black. Oh no,
DrBeeezz is playing very aggressively.
feel can black ignore it, but maybe it can't. It can't spawn anything in the pocket, right? Because otherwise the black queen would be warped. Uh,
He can now, but if the white ladybug moves over between the queens, that also pre-swamps the mosquito, but it also, if the mosquito moves away, white no longer has a defensive pillbug. The white pillbug is just in proximity position. Okay, let's get the chat open here. Okay, here comes the white beetle attack.
I don't know if white did do well to go so aggressive, to be honest. Is white gonna
Just a
spawn a
matter.
beetle now?
But does black respond with a beetle attack? Of course, the ladybug could pin one. Then would they
Mm.
go for a second beetle? Where's the white beetle getting? Is it getting warped into the shared kill spot? Is it simply going to climb? Yeah, it's
Or
not easy to
even
calculate all this and with only 10 seconds of increment.
spawning a beetle to the top left of the mosquito, right? That could be another angle. Uh,
Sure, although if you do that, then you run into things like the white beetle gets warped next to the
oh,
mosquito and
true,
beetle.
true. So you have to climb up
This
anyway.
is interesting.
So is
It's
black going to
interesting.
respond with a defensive beetle?
They went for C opening in such a okay. I guess he did some arithmetics in his mind and white wins. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So if Jewdoka is going to play aggressively, which he's down to under a minute, is the beetle going to move forward, covering
And
the ladybug?
if the beetle just moves into that fifth kill spot, then you have to wonder, does white just ignore it? Does white warp the queen out? Does white climb? Yeah, there's pretty tricky. But now can the white ladybug come out and just pin the black beetle? Does the white queen simply run away?
If the mosquito warps the white queen, then it is possible that the white mosquito could then climb up. It would pin the beetle.
Mm-hmm. So if the white queen warps away, you'll probably see one of the black beetles climb, but maybe white thinks that if they can just run, yeah, exactly. So if the black beetle climbs on top of the black queen, for example, can the white queen just park itself off the black mosquito and say, it's going to take you too long to finish this game? I don't know. That's what I would be wondering as black,
Or does
and
the
you don't have
mosquito
much
move
time.
over, keeping the white? Okay, he's going to warp the beetle to there.
Now you allow the queen to be, so theoretically the black queen can be warped here, right? By the white pill bug. But is that worth it for white? When you the queen's touching, it's also a higher chance for a draw. So just psychologically, playing white in the first game, you're probably not happy with a draw because then you have to either draw or win the second game as black.
But what's I feel
Oh man.
no
Oh, interesting.
white
He
can
warped the
escape.
mosquito over.
I feel the white queen is just gonna escape and
White beetle climbs here. Is black? I feel like black is not in time, right? You have to recover here, probably. I don't know. If you cover the queen, you get two direct drops, but white makes the ring at some point.
why am I something is going on with my okay.
Okay, here comes finally we get some ant movement.
Oh, just direct drop, then the mosquito is going to jump in and the beetle will fall. Yeah, I don't see how black is holding this.
Yeah, it seems very hard for black.
The
Okay.
ladybug jumps over, the black beetle has to cover, and then white has too many attacking options.
Probably.
Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
Black has to cover the mosquito now. And then the white queen just warps in. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that was quick.
That was fast.
Quick and aggressive.
So Alex, that's what you predicted, was a very aggressive game.
From the beginning.
Yeah,
Okay,
letting that pill bug warp in is always so dangerous. I wonder if black was better off leaving the mosquito in that pocket and maybe trying to play a beetle in their flank or something. I don't know. It always gets a little messy, but I think
Hmm. What's DrBeeezz gonna play? Well, what is Jewdoka gonna play now? Beetle first? No, I guess not. Too,
I
too
would still
risky.
expect
Too risky.
Ladybug first.
Okay, they're starting again. Ladybug comes. Ladybug. Okay.
Now, I would expect the queen to be
Have they
delayed for
started
white
already? I can't.
because
Okay, here we go.
they don't want to, he probably doesn't want to allow C after what just happened. So I assume we'll see a Z orientation here.
Yeah. Okay, aggressive. I guess DrBeeezz, I guess, was going for the snail setup that I played before. But it's gonna be something a bit different. A bit more classic. Classical.
Okay. Here comes an early double beetle attack.
Black Mosquito for defense.
Or beetle.
DrBeeezz only
Interesting.
needs a draw.
Okay, so the mosquito does.
Bug, okay. That position is a little bit, but maybe there's a chance to join the attack.
So would the Pillbug have been better off next to the queen with the threat to move in and free the ladybug? What do you think?
Well, Jewdoka is playing moves very fast, so it makes me think this is something
That he
he may
planned?
have prepared. You can see he started the game with 3 minutes, and now he has 3 minutes, 50 seconds. So now black still has a nice pocket to work with. Their pillbug is not covered. The black ladybug can be released at a point. They've got ants, so they have defensive options. They don't have currently is any semblance of a counterattack, so it seems like the kind of game black will be more so trying to hold on and see if they can run white out of pieces.
Unlike the first game, we see a lot of ant. All three black ants came in early.
So you have ideas here as black. Do you play a beetle in the pocket and just try and counterattack through the middle? Do you play maybe a grasshopper there, and you can even theoretically in the future see the pillbug move into a proximity pillbug spot if it's shifted off of the black ant 3? Now it seems strange to leave both ants stranded there, but defensively, that kind of structure could be strong. Okay.
Shutting down the mosquito. Probably he's gonna anchor it. I mean, it has to, I guess. That mosquito can't.
Black almost
So
has
this,
to anchor that, doesn't he? Because otherwise oh, that's interesting. He warped the pillbug into attacking position.
okay, so now do you spring your ladybug free and attack?
But that allows to warp the ant away and free the mosquito.
Yeah.
Maybe, I guess there's no rush for the ladybug to move. Well,
You can warp the ladybug the same way.
okay.
Now what, do you spawn a grasshopper in as white? Do you warp the ant? I mean, you can warp the ant, but then where's the mosquito going? Next to the pillbug, maybe?
If the white mosquito goes next to the black pillbug, it's also gaining beetle power.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, this is interesting. What if, can you see my cursor or does it show up? I don't know.
I can't see your screen.
Yeah, you haven't shared the screen.
Okay, run the grasshopper.
Okay, that Kind of makes sense to me. Because now you have ideas of moving the ladybug next to the pillbug, and then you have that nice pocket to work with for attacking. And it's awkward for black to pin that grasshopper because then the white ant could get warped and freed in the future.
So an opinion
Well,
question, guys. What do you think about 3+10 in the multiple rounds of tie breaks? Too fast, or do you think it should be a couple rounds of of classic format timing?
yeah, maybe adding another 10+10 wouldn't hurt. It would make it a bit more fair, even though a bit longer as well, but that's not much difference, I guess. Maybe 2 sets of 10+10, and then I mean we can go 5+10, but it's a bit. I mean, I don't know if it's.
You could see the first game between them took, I mean, it was a quick game anyway. Not many moves, that's what I mean. But it took maybe, what, 10 minutes? Okay. So
Hmm.
white attacks in, says, I'm just going to play another grasshopper the following turn, which will free my ladybug. If your spider moves to pin my queen, I will warp your ant. The white ladybug is pre-swamped, so black has to take many tempo to place a beetle, climb with a beetle, eventually cover the white ladybug.
DrBeeezz is at 20 seconds left, so we'll have to. Okay, I didn't expect that. It's spinning. It's attacking in a spot that could have been used for the spider, right?
But then the ant could get warped. I imagine you'll see white ant 3 played off of the grasshopper, or white ant 2.
Yeah, I guess
The
black
nice
is.
thing for black, yeah, no, go ahead.
Sorry, no, I was just thinking it's trying to control all the spawn points. That was the idea.
I think the pillbug is also free now, right? So you can imagine maybe there's a point in time where it moves to the left
Hmm.
and then threatens to warp that ant out, something like that. Okay, so now the mosquito is free.
Mm. And it can
Is it
convert
going to
into a
jump next to the beetle,
beetle.
probably?
If it's going to attack, I would think it would attack next to and gain beetle power, just like that.
Yeah.
But white does not have any bug to take the kill shot.
Right, so does the pillbug slide off of the mosquito?
Okay.
Now, how is white finishing this game? Maybe you play another ant off the grasshopper, because now the mosquito threatens to warp the pillbug. Depending on how black anchors the pillbug, I think you have to anchor the pillbug. That's really the only option here.
I think you can. Oh no. Okay. Okay. It's
No,
been
because
anchored.
otherwise you allow too many warp threats.
But the warp threat, I don't know if it was that. Because you have to warp it, then cover the pillbug.
No, it's not that
Uh,
you would warp it immediately. It's that you would attack into the fifth spot with your ant, and then you start allowing nasty warp threats to win the game.
hmm.
This is, it's a little strange.
The ladybug is now pre-swamped, which is good for white.
Yep. So grasshopper comes in here now. Now the threat for white, of course, is that, okay, I don't know if this works.
No, there is another hopper coming, right? Oh, it can be pinned by the spider, I guess. And then the the other ant gets stuck in there. So maybe white has to attack first with an ant, and then yeah, I guess we'll attack on the right of the queen.
But white is very quickly running out of spawn points.
They need to figure out how to make use of one of their spiders. But how do you do that effectively? Maybe you just come pin this beetle if you're white and you say, you can't effectively finish this game because of how good the pre-swamp is for the white ladybug. That's at least something I would be considering. I would probably pin the beetle with white ant too.
Yeah, makes sense. You can kind of slow down and reassess the situation to find a good angle of attack, because at the moment it's a bit risky.
And Jewdoka's down under a minute. DrBeeezz is down to 20 seconds.
Ah, the ring.
Hmm.
Okay. Fair enough.
So the ladybug jumps where? Okay.
Yeah, again, spawn points. Spawn
Yeah,
points, spawn points.
Black now has 2 defensive ants. I'm not seeing the finish for white.
Well, the problem is black can't. There are 3 pre-swamp positions that freeze the grasshopper to win.
Oh, that's true.
No
But
spawn points. 0.
white has to move now.
Yeah.
Maybe you move white ant 1 and make this ring.
To free the other end? To free the hop.
Well, it's kind of just a waiting move.
Oh.
But also, yeah, I'm not 100% sold on it.
Yeah, well, black can. Okay. He could just shift the pin and still.
Yeah, it's so weird. Okay.
Oh my. DrBeeezz
Black
is
is down to
7
10
second.
seconds.
5 second. I can't see it. I think also black cannot finish because it would make a ring or fill some trigger spot, and then
Oh, it's so hard to calculate. I don't know. That seems like it gives another spawn point, but maybe it's not that helpful.
okay, he's using the spawn point. Okay. Is it the same as before, or white has made some progress?
You have the chance to fill the spot next to white G2 and white A2 now, but still I don't fully understand.
White doesn't have. I mean, black is completely controlling the outside of the hive.
Right, you still need a way to get. Okay.
Mhm.
How do you get your how do you get your pieces involved? I wonder if maybe the ladybug should have gone to try and free the white beetle 1, then you allow some more spawn points. But maybe you're giving up too much tempo if you do that.
White ant has to move down because you have to keep the pressure on so that if black pre-swamps the grasshopper, it can win. Or black. See,
Yeah. But like, what if the black ant 3 shifts the pin here? Now pillbug slides over. Man, it's confusing.
I guess.
This is not the kind of game that you want to play with 10-second increments, is it?
I wonder if the black grasshopper 1 needs to jump out so that the black beetle. Okay. What if you
No.
just move the pillbug back?
Oh, why did the grasshopper went back? What?
Oh, but see,
Ah, okay, I cannot.
all black needs is a draw.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I thought it could threaten to win, but actually it cannot. Because as soon as, yeah, then white would win.
Oh, now that, okay, yeah, you had to stop the grasshopper from coming in there.
Did that black grasshopper going out? I'm not. Is it
I think that this
just
white ant should. Oh, man. It's going to be a draw by repetition. What? I think you have to free the white beetle 1. I don't know how else you do it.
the ladybug can move next to the pillbug now, maybe to avoid the repetition. Just
Yeah, because now black's a little bit behind tempo-wise because the grasshopper jumped out. The problem is if you move the ladybug out. Okay.
oh.
It's so tough to calculate.
Oh, now oh no, if the grasshopper jumps across the ant just comes back down because you don't want the spider to come in there.
Oh, this is brilliant. Because now you get the internal spawn point for.
Oh no. I mean, depends which way.
Wow.
White wins.
Oh my goodness. What a find.
Amazing.
The
Amazing.
Okay, good call for Esco. I don't know if I'd call these warm-up games, but we're going to another set.
Oh wow.
That
Oh
was
my. Joe has 7 lives.
it was
I
great
mean,
defense by Black too. I thought Black played it really well to man. I don't think I would have been able to find that finish this white.
so where was the issue? Okay. Oh, the maneuver with the hopper.
okay, I am hoping this is a there's 6 games here.
I mean, I guess, yeah, if Black had stopped that internal spawn point, then oh, by the way, we have to create a new tournament.
I already did.
Ah, okay, okay.
Well, the problem is that Black couldn't stop the internal spawn point because even if you block with the ant off of white ant 3, white G2 then moves and you get the spawn point next to the ladybug.
Ah, okay,
It's
and
just
that one cannot be.
such a nice
Well,
concept.
and just a comment to everybody online, make sure you drop a note in. YouTube loves the comments.
Uh, do we have to notify Joe and DrBeeezz?
They've both joined the tournament.
Ah, okay, so they knew already. Sorry, I'm a bit late. A bit slow.
So Jewdoka
Uh,
will be playing white in this first game.
I expect we'll see Z again.
okay, they
After how
started.
that first game went,
They
I
started
don't think.
already.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, a bit different now.
So Black is obviously saying, hey, I'll match your queen if you play it third. With the ant in line, you could play buffers from this, but it's a little weird.
So Jewdoka's not keeping his ants out this game.
I imagine we're going to see the queen extended. Yep.
for both players.
No,
Nope.
just for white because they wanted to avoid C. It's
That
a
was a
little
good.
different than most buffers, right? Usually you would see the mosquito in line for white here, and then maybe you would play an ant in the flank and you would get that 3 ant setup.
Yeah.
Was black going to be able to take advantage of that and pin one of those ants?
Yeah, which one is
Depends.
white gonna allow to be pinned? That's the thing.
In any buffer structure, you don't want the piece where the white ant 1 is to get pinned. That kind of destroys your ability to create a nice cluster of bugs. So I imagine either a piece will be placed in the flank next to the queen and white ant 1 to kind of protect that spot. But he's taking a lot of time.
Hmm.
So
Okay,
this is like a strange inverted buffer almost.
interesting. I wonder if he planned this or is a bit improvised. The mosquito on the flank has been played before, man, not in a buffer though. A bit. I think Quadlibet likes to play like that because you can spawn a pill bug next to the mosquito and use it somehow to attack the opponent queen. But here in the buffer, yeah, it looks a bit.
I think this is maybe okay. Do you have ideas? The pill bug can come in. You wouldn't want to do it maybe right now immediately, but next to the mosquito and the white ant 1, then it's already in a kind of good proximity defensive position, but it gives the mosquito warping powers if you want to start trying to get beetles going up through the middle. Okay, so the ant pins. Now here's what black has to calculate. Can you just immediately counterattack with the black mosquito? Are you fast enough? Just opts for more ants. So will
So now
white.
does white bring in the pill bug in the in my pocket there with the queen, ant, and ladybug?
White theoretically can even just walk their queen down, and then now you have a Z orientation.
Hmm. Okay.
So once that black ant moves, it frees the mosquito, so the beetle's going to have to climb, or white can place another bug to protect the pinning of the beetle.
Hmm. Is it gonna be a pill bug to complete the pocket?
Bug, grasshopper maybe. Or the beetle climbs. Those seem like the three most logical options. Okay.
Oh, I know. Ant or spider on the pill
Jewdoka's
bug.
already down under a minute.
Hmm.
With 10-second increment, you can gain a little bit of time back if you get into like kind of forcing moves, but definitely not easy.
Yeah. Now, for instance, I would play Hopper immediately to stop the spider, to protect the queen. But
I mean, the spider is good because it
okay.
replaces the pin on the mosquito also, right?
Interesting. Interesting idea.
I wonder, does mosquito harassment work here? Just put it next to the queen and pillbug.
Yeah, that might work for black.
Okay, white's gonna have this internal pocket to work with now. I imagine you'll see a grasshopper get placed in the spot next to the ant. Yeah, makes sense.
This kind of pin replacement though is not that great for black. White has a good mass of pieces.
But black also has that nice pocket with their mosquito, so they can defend against the beetle attack. They have an ant that's free. It's just maybe not so clear on this immediate move. What are you doing to make progress?
Sorry, just I'll be back in a second.
Maybe you're playing another ant off of your pillbug. Maybe you're trying to attack with your mosquito. Okay, spider here to threaten the white ant too. I imagine we'll see the beetle climb.
If the white beetle climbs, is the second white beetle coming in right behind it?
I don't see why not.
That's what I thought.
If the black mosquito attacks off the queen now, you can place a piece in that pocket and the white ant is free, so
If the black mosquito move, I would probably. There's also the white beetle going down in the empty space.
Yeah, that's nice. And
That
the
could
mosquito's
be
free.
a bit tricky. Maybe.
Interesting.
What happens if the grasshopper attacks now? Okay, black doesn't want that to happen.
Well, I guess it's stopping. Yeah, the spawn point there. It makes white structure a bit more rigid.
Maybe you play a grasshopper next to your pillbug and grasshopper, and you try and jump into that point. You're getting a little strung out material-wise. Black's obviously not counterattacking, but again, it feels kind of similar to last game, where Black's just going to try and hold on.
It's what DrBeeezz prefers, to attack with white and hold on with black.
And of course, a draw is probably good for Black. Ooh, this is interesting. What if the grasshopper just jumps in now? Yeah, because, oh, now you have to move one of the pieces for tempo implications. And the
mosquito's
climbs.
free. Although the black queen can also be warped.
Yeah, and the black beetle can cover the white ant 1. So maybe that's what they're thinking. I'll be surprised if it doesn't, yeah.
Okay, quite different game, this one. A bit more control. Control-y.
So black is definitely
I think I would prefer
trying to hold on.
Play black here.
Mm. White seems a little bit stretched. Maybe not much difference, but
I mean, you have ways to collapse the structure, right? If a single piece goes into the point between white grasshopper 1 and white beetle 2, it's basically a 4-for-1 trade.
a four
The
for
black beetle
one.
had to move in there because,
Where the spider is about to go for white,
yep.
all of the white pieces will be free if that spot gets occupied.
Okay, both the hopper and the beetle.
The hopper, the beetle, the pillbug, and the queen are all theoretically free.
Yeah, makes sense. Oh, nice pocket for the black hand.
Yeah, except it
Although,
just
yeah,
gets. But then you
skate.
can move. Yeah, it's like yeah, the black beetle can climb, cover white ant too. Then eventually you can make the ring to free your ant.
Mm. Yeah, black seems to have enough resources to defend. Let's see.
Hey, here
Slow
comes the
position.
ring. Yeah. Do you cover the ladybug? Do you warp your queen in? I think for material purposes,
I think you
I
cover
mean,
the ladybug,
covering
don't you? Yep.
the ant probably pins white ant 3. I don't know. Okay. I don't know if I like this for black anymore. The white grasshopper 1 is going to jump in. Then maybe the queen will get warped to free white G3.
Well, the grasshopper jumps. The grasshopper attacks, and then the mosquito takes the setup shot.
Oh, yeah, that's even simpler. Grasshopper attacks. You have to defend against the mosquito coming in. And then when you do that, oh,
Mhm. Yeah, I take it back. White seems to. What's black's idea here?
I don't think there is any idea. White grasshopper 3 just attacks. Now it's over.
Yeah, ladybug's going to take the setup shot, and nothing can stop
Well,
the beetle
black's gonna
from
have to make the ring. Black has to make the ring to keep their
pillbug.
pillbug mobile. Yep.
I'll make the ring with the beetle. With
11 seconds. Do you attack with the mosquito? Pillbug has to run away. Then your ant pre-swamps the ladybug.
Well, but
Yeah,
now
it's
now
over.
the black pillbug can warp the white mosquito away.
No, the pillbug itself has to move somewhere. Now the white ant 2 will free the ladybug, and then white threatens to.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
but I guess the black
Yep.
beetle is good defensively now.
Well, except the white mosquito can warp the pillbug back in.
Yeah. The idea being that when either of those spots are filled, Black Beetle 2 can recover, but White might not even have to allow that. White might be able to. Oh, this is interesting.
and black make a big ring now. I'm thinking if he moves the black hand 3 to the right and make that big ring, maybe he can warp the mosquito away and defend a little bit more. Yeah, exactly. maybe.
Can't the mosquito just jump somewhere now?
Yeah, such a weird drink. Yeah,
That's a cool ring.
it's not gonna last for very long.
No. Man, it's tricky.
But white
The
ran out of
grasshopper going to
pieces.
be warped over.
Oh,
White queen shifts down,
The white queen shifts in, freeing the ant.
but you have defensive resources with warping the grasshopper out now. I don't
He's
know.
got to warp the grasshopper.
I mean, he could pin the ant in theory too.
but if it does, then the white mosquito can move the black pillbug in the kill spot.
No. How? It's
Well,
still anchored.
not now. Before it was anyway.
Oh my goodness.
Such a defensive. Oh my stamina.
All of a sudden it switched.
I would have collapsed 20 moves ago.
I don't think that was correct by black, because now you allow the pillbug back in. I thought having the pillbug away from the queen was good. Where's the spider going? Uh, it seemed, man, did black really defend this? Warp the spider next to the white G2, maybe?
Is that the kill spot? I forgot where the black queen is. Yeah, okay. So if the hopper moves. Hmm.
So black has done a good job of stretching it out, and white has run out of bugs.
Okay.
But at the same time, black doesn't really have any, I guess,
But all black
black
needs to do
beetle
is
2.
draw.
Yeah, black also has to wait. Unless at some point there is some trick with the black beetle too could cover the white queen. I mean, it seems risky, but I guess yeah, it wouldn't want to risk.
Is he just gonna go pin this ant and try and, I don't know. No, maybe he'll just be happy with the draw and say I can win as black. I don't know.
I think DrBeeezz has got the draw, doesn't he?
The repetition. What? Okay. Hmm.
Oh, interesting. The white grasshopper has to move.
Hmm.
Black is actually complicating the game a little bit. But now, oh,
Yeah,
the ant
I
is
don't
free
think
though.
I don't think that was good from white though.
But white still needs 2 bugs and only has the ant free.
I thought it would keep the ant free, but no.
Well, he doesn't want to allow the pillbug to move for free.
Now, oh, now actually, yeah. Now is risking.
Maybe you can make the ring.
Okay, the pillbug is shut down.
Black might win this.
Hmm.
Black drops the mosquito down. Okay, the mosquito is gonna get covered now.
Oh, the pillbug is in the proximity. Oh,
This
the
is
spider can attack now. The black spider. I don't know.
what? I don't think that could be correct. Yeah, now the beetle is just gonna march forward. The black mosquito should just be dropping down.
White has got like 3 beetles around there. I don't know if it's that should be maybe the last
Oh,
spot to
you
drop in.
drop down, but then if the white, I think you can force a draw if you drop down though, right?
But
Black mosquito drops down.
what if the black hand to one attacks? Oh yeah, I mean that's the one because the spider cannot get into any useful. I mean, still white beetle 2 can cover the black mosquito,
Well, right now,
and
if
then
the black,
how do you reach that last the last kill spot?
Okay,
Okay,
the
now
site.
I don't know. Now I can't. Oh my. Oh my.
No, now you attack with black ant 2.
Uh, but then the mosquito can be recovered again. How do you take that last? I mean, at the very least, you should get the draw, right? It's the black hand 2 attacks. There can't be like
What if you move the white ladybug out? And so that the white spider 1 has an angle of attack in.
yeah, but the problem is
like
white spider one will have an angle of attack, but it's an attack on both queens.
yeah, probably it's gonna be a draw. Yeah, the white spider cannot get in. Okay. What's that black spider doing? Oh, the pill bucket's back. And now the spider will pin the
And the
hopper.
grasshopper. Yep.
Yeah, but the ladybug can still just oh,
And now white's short of pieces.
5 seconds. Wow.
Okay, now it has a win. Yeah. Oh my, what a game.
Okay.
Nicely played.
Okay, I really have to run now. I'm sorry. Bye everyone. I
Okay,
have to watch
Francisco.
this
Thank
on
you
the
for
tube.
coming.
Bye.
You
May
need to
the
get your
best
chess.
win.
You need to get your chess students convinced to play Hive.
Yeah, I think I should. Exciting game. Bye.
Okay. So DrBeeezz has put himself in position to win on this next game. Okay, wow. So both of those two games with black, DrBeeezz playing black, he just played for control and ended up winning that one.
Yeah, it was great defense. So now we see, can Jewdoka win as black, or will it be over?
Don't know how
It
to
seemed
make
like a
sure that
strong
I don't.
attack by white.
What's that?
It seemed like a strong attack by white at a
It
point.
did.
Okay, here they go.
Okay, here we go. DrBeeezz is opened with a ladybug. So is Jewdoka gonna follow suit? No, he plays the pill bug.
Okay, queen in the flank.
So this is a must-win situation for four-time world champion Jewdoka. So Surprise Fish says either Joe has some amazing prep or he loses very quickly.
What is white considering? Bringing in another beetle? Bringing in a mosquito? Playing a pillbug next to their queen?
I think White needs to be looking at getting a pill bug in. Either directly with the pill bug or indirectly with the mosquito.
The problem is if you don't bring an ant in, then you let black play a beetle, start getting maybe some unpleasant attacks off. That seems like a reasonable idea. I imagine for black, we might see a mosquito come in next to the ant, or a beetle off of the black ant one.
With the mosquito, yep, beetle off of ant one. Now, if White wants to play a little defense, he could bring in the pill bug. Although if he advances with White Beetle 1, then White Mosquito 1 gains pill bug power from the black pill bug.
Yep. Yeah, it's tricky. I think he's trying to calculate if I simply climb with my mosquito and go for direct drops, am I in time or not? So will the ant pin this beetle? Will the mosquito pin the beetle? Will the ant just attack black ant too?
Well, if White Ant pins Black Ant 2 next to the queen, that's not going to be a good thing for black. You could have to do a count.
White's definitely taking
White
some
doesn't
time.
necessarily have to bring in a pill bug because once the White Beetle 1 advances, the White Mosquito gains pillbug power from the black pillbug.
Mm-hmm. But then you also maybe allow warps. I don't know. Like the mosquito could be warped away from the white queen in theory. Will white attack now? The problem is if you attack with either the ladybug or the mosquito, the black beetle will probably step up and get some direct drop threats. Maybe you play another ant in the flank. Maybe you play a pillbug off of your mosquito, but then you allow the beetle to climb again. So it's not it's not that easy.
And Surprise Fish says that either Joe has amazing prep. So Joe is still barely under 3 minutes, where DrBeeezz is passing the 30-second mark.
Okay, there comes the other ant. If this mosquito doesn't move, it's probably going to get pinned. That seems bad for tempo purposes. Perhaps you simply attack with the black mosquito next to the black beetle. I don't know. You threaten some climbs there. If the ladybug comes out, you climb with the beetle
But
or
I think if the
mosquito,
mosquito
depending.
attacks, it's going to attack next to the ant so that it has keeps ant power, right?
Well, I think the threat of climbing, uh,
You were right.
yeah, this is what I just don't know how white, because the thing is, white cannot prevent both the beetle and the mosquito from climbing now. They can't pin both pieces at once.
So if
What
we
they
did a
could do
quick
is they could
count, okay,
beetle climbs up, white ant attacks, direct drop, white plays another piece, direct drop. Yeah. So white needs to place a piece to prevent this. Yep. That's the problem. And now you're ahead tempo-wise, I think.
white is ahead tempo-wise.
Uh, I think, but honestly, I'm not 100% sure. It's hard for me to calculate. White's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, they have to prevent this direct drop. Oh, no, black's ahead. Oh my gosh, is he gonna lose on time? You just direct drop here. Oh, but then the white beetle can just slide down. Oh my goodness. No, because then the
Or
ladybug gets warped in.
oh,
Timeout. Oh my, yeah, it was over anyway, but wow.
wow.
Wow. Okay, so 2 wins by black. What a match this is. And this is where going back to your earlier question, I didn't make too much of a comment. These are fun games to watch, but I mean, you would
Stressful.
never see, yeah, stressful and also maybe not really how you want to see a world championship decided. I know at some point you had to break the tie, but I mean, and these are two even players, but you're seeing, I don't know. It's fun, but it almost feels like an entirely different game, right? 3 plus 10 is so drastically different than
It
30
is.
plus 30.
So Rise Again says answer A, amazing prep. I think
And I
he got
think
it.
really what happened here is that DrBeeezz and probably myself and the majority of the Hive community are not very familiar playing against inline black pillbug. So you saw it took him a lot of time to calculate early on, and then later he didn't have the time to make the proper calculations. So, yep, definitely great prep. I don't know if another tournament needs to be created.
No, I did it with six games.
Oh, you did 6. Nice. I wonder if they're going to take a break at a point. They've been playing for about an hour now.
About an hour, yep.
And these are, you can play a Hive game for an hour if it's 30 plus 30, depending on the moves, and you're not necessarily focused 100% on every move during that course. But for these games, you kind of have to be. So it will be wearing on them mentally.
Wow, they are going very, so we'll have to see. I don't know, I guess maybe if I go over to Discord to see if anybody is commenting. So under pressure, four-time world champion Jewdoka was able to pull out a win with black.
Yeah, and that might weigh on DrBeeezz a little, right? 2 times he's had the chance to clinch. He won game 1, so he needed a draw or a win in game 2. He couldn't pull it off. Then he won game 3 and needed a draw or win to pull it off, as white couldn't pull it off. So he'll go back. He'll be playing white again, of course. I don't expect we'll see another crazy opening, like Black Pillbug first. I don't expect we'll see C again, given how the first game went, so I would imagine probably Z. Here they go, Ladybugs.
They're playing. I just Discorded Jewdoka asking if he was going to take a break. So I guess not. Here we go.
Okay, it is. All right, it's C again. So even after that first game, I think Jewdoka will play something different. This he won't do that pillbug, um, like off the bottom of the queen, I want to say.
Well, playing the ant, yeah, that almost forces the black beetle to come up. Otherwise, white mosquito pins it.
Mm-hmm. So now does the ant attack? So black is obviously kind of playing for the inner hive game at this point. They can cover the white ladybug if white doesn't place a piece. Then you start getting pre-swamp ideas with the black ladybug. The pillbug is not connected for black, of course, but maybe there will be ideas of the black mosquito getting involved in the future, and then you can do a pillbug conduit, kind of the same way that white's mosquito is in a good place for the pillbug to come in and be either defensive or offensive. Okay, there's that pillbug. So does black bring in? All right, there's the mosquito. You imagine maybe another ant will come in the following turn, and then you get the kind of pre-swamp structure on your ladybug, or the mosquito itself could just climb, or even attack the spot next to the queen. Yeah,
Oh, so white brought in an ant there. I thought he would bring one in where you give ant power to the mosquito.
I think he's thinking that he might not want a piece in that spot because if you imagine the pillbug warping in, if there's a piece off of the mosquito, then the mosquito's not theoretically free if that ring gets
Uh,
made again.
right.
That's just one possibility.
So do you think Jewdoka played a C queen configuration because there's a higher probability of a draw?
That's what I would guess. Wow, so the mosquito just climbed. So obviously for white now, if you don't play a beetle off of your queen or next to your mosquito, you can't recover because
Right.
when the mosquito steps forward, the mosquito can't copy its ability. So I imagine we'll see a beetle come in one of those two spots. Interesting. You are allowing a lot of direct drops here. And this pin on the black ladybug, it's not the most difficult thing for white. But maybe it's too slow. What if the mosquito gets warped by the black pillbug into the offensive spot? Although then you have even complications like
Well,
the
again,
black
that's black.
mosquito.
White needs to play for a win.
But white could be playing for a win. Imagine the white mosquito gets warped next to the queen on the
Right.
bottom, next
Yep.
to the ant. The threat is that the if white plays any piece next to the pillbug, then white ant 2 slides in, and then there's an angle of attack to win. Yep. And if you fall down and you make this ring as black, now your queen is getting warped by the white pillbug. Okay. This is a saving play. Maybe. The black pillbug's gonna slide down. Maybe white plays a beetle next to their mosquito and pillbug. So that if the pillbug for black slides down, you cover your own pillbug. Then black direct drops. It's tough.
Well, black would do the direct drop first, right? Oh no,
Well, so for example, if
no,
yeah,
you're right.
here you can't direct drop because the threat is the white ant 2 fills the 5th spot and now you're threatening to warp in. So you have to move your pillbug, the black pillbug down here. It's the only move to extend the game. Or I guess the mosquito drop down would theoretically work. No, pillbug there. No, I think it's over either way.
In white's favor.
Yeah, because no matter how you make this ring, okay, what? The white ant should just attack in.
But if the white ant attacks in, the black mosquito drops down, and it's going to be a draw.
Oh.
Now the black mosquito drops down,
Hmm.
and white has to take the draw.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Well, no, actually, it's just a win, right? Oh no. Yeah, they warped the ant in. Yeah, yeah. I think I'd be happy taking that as black.
Well, the good thing is if the game ends in a draw, it's probably not going to go another round.
Although we might have thought that whenever
Right.
Jewdoka needed to win his black last time. So maybe DrBeeezz can pull a draw, but I think you are right. I think almost certainly in game, what is this, 6 now? It will not be a C game, and so it seems unlikely that it would be a draw. Wow, 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 wow. So what will DrBeeezz play defensively? He won the last game as black, playing that kind of pseudo inchworm where the pillbug's at an angle. Then usually you see the mosquito come in fourth, but because of white's aggressive attack, the ant came in instead. I'm guessing ant is not going to be played in line here by white. That led to a kind of weird structure last game. Nope. Okay, it is. I'm
So
wrong.
much for that.
I'm quite surprised by this. Obviously, black can accept C if they want, which maybe would have led to more chances of a draw, but black's not interested in C. I don't see DrBeeezz play buffer often. I wonder if Jewdoka will just attack and make him play buffer. Yeah, he does.
So both players have an invitation to join the Zoom interview afterwards.
All right, we'll see if we can, if you can get him on. I'll drop off at that point.
Oh, you don't have to. You can stay
Oh,
on.
okay. And obviously, we'd want to hear from them. I know it's tough after this if you're on the losing end.
DrBeeezz said he wouldn't want to come on if he really fouled up and made a huge blunder.
Let's see. What are ideas here? Black can move the ant out, pin, and then you have that nice pocket to work with. Black could play. Black could shift the ant one space to basically keep the pocket intact, although then you allow maybe a mosquito attack ideas. Okay.
And I don't recall which game it was, but there was a game. And now if white plays a bug, well, the black ant can move, so that's not going to.
This looks a little strange to me just because, I don't know, the mosquito being able to pin this ant. Nope. As per usual with these guys, they're not interested in taking material. They're just gonna attack, attack, attack. Little surprising. Wonder if the mosquito can just be capped. Yeah. I would be happy with this as black. I don't think that was the best way to go about it for white. You've kind of given up your mosquito for nothing. I mean, it's not for nothing, of course. You're
White has
pinning the
given up their
queen.
mosquito.
Yeah, they're pinning the queen, which is of course important when you're trying to win the game. Okay, so White's approach to denying this pocket is saying, you can't place a piece in that pocket because then I will outright win the game. But what happens if the black ant comes over and pre-swamps the black mosquito? Okay, another ant will come in for white
Right.
to keep that same idea alive. Probably off the ladybug. But then even like black can just shift the pillbug down next to the mosquito, in theory. The white ant will have to vacate. Maybe the
Well, if
pillbug would
black
even get
black
warped.
shifts the pill bug down by the mosquito, then the mosquito could warp the queen away.
Right, that too. Hmm. Okay. I assume either a spider will come in off of the black pillbug or maybe another ant. Okay. White obviously needs to either take the material or lock the ant in. Anchor. They anchor with a beetle, which black will obviously pin, presumably with black ant 3. And then I'm not understanding the attack for white. Black has pretty good defensive resources. They can pre-swamp their mosquito at a point. They can probably get their pillbug away, maybe.
Yeah, black had to pin the beetle.
Right, but what is white's follow-up idea? Okay, another ant, sure. I guess it's good that you've denied this pocket. If the white ant 1 pins that, or if the black ant 1 pins white ant 3, you'll probably see the black or white beetle 2 come in off of the mosquito. So if I were black, I would maybe,
I mean, wouldn't you much rather pin it with the black ant that's pinning the white ant?
you could, yeah. But then you allow that ant free. Although, if you allow that free, then the structure gets a little strange. Hmm. Okay. Guess it's a spider that threatens to replace the pin on the mosquito. Is the thought?
It's a double pin replacement. It can replace either pin.
Mm-hmm. I think the mosquito would maybe make a little more sense because ultimately, as black, you probably want to pre-swamp your mosquito with that
Right.
spot next to the ladybug and the mosquito. And if your spider comes that way, the other way, and pins white ant 1, then that pre-swamp spot is no longer available because the white ant would move. Of course, you could then drop a piece in, pre-swamp yourself, but oh, is he just playing for a pillbug surround? Wow. So depending on how black plays this, you might even see the white pillbug come in as an offensive piece next to the white mosquito. Okay, beetle comes here.
Yeah, I don't completely understand that. And we again have a situation where black is
See, this is
controlling the
strange though.
outside.
Because if you jump in here, for example, black can just warp the white ant 3 in, and then white doesn't have a threat to win the game. So white has to play a grasshopper next to their ladybug, maybe, to threaten an angle of attack in. Yep. The beetle's gonna climb. He's gonna try and get there in time to pre-swamp the black mosquito, which it seems like he would be.
But white doesn't have a
Okay.
bug to take the kill shot.
Maybe he's trying to make this ring. White grasshopper 2. That would free the mosquito, but doesn't seem that good. What? Does this work? Yeah, this is bizarre. Well, maybe the grasshopper jumps out now next to the pill. I don't know. White grasshopper 2 jumps next to the pill bug, but then white grasshopper 1 gets warped and the mosquito's still free. I don't like how this has gone for white.
Was he looking to flood the pill bug?
Yeah. Nine seconds. Okay, this is what I thought. But what's the follow-up? White grasshopper 3 next to white grasshopper 2? What? What if the mosquito jumps next to the pill bug?
So warping the queen over. Oh, let's see, what did he do?
10 seconds each. Spider here threatens the...
Warping the queen over will free the white beetle.
Yeah. That might be... Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Well, the black ant has to pin that. Do you play the queen move now? Do you warp the queen? What? Oh, it's so hard to calculate. White grasshopper. No, I think you have to break it with the ladybug. White ladybug attacks. That's not the way I would have expected
Now
it
the
to
pill
go.
bug has to warp the queen back.
Black Beetle 2 can climb now, maybe? White Mosquito should move next to the Black Pillbug, I think. Oh,
And
this is crazy.
less than 20 seconds. They're just playing on the increment right now.
Now the white grasshopper is getting warped out, but then the black mosquito is going to get warped out. There's so many different rings. Oh, no. I think the white mosquito still needs to move next to the black pillbug. Because then you have offensive ideas by placing like white spiders next to the white mosquito. What? Uh, okay.
I don't see that. Does white have a way of getting?
The beetle moves in, then the grass. I don't see it.
Black wins in 3, right?
Yeah, I don't know why Oh, no, you
Oh,
jump with you jump with the mosquito now? You have to. But then the white grasshopper 3 gets warped? Yeah.
and the white mosquito comes back.
Doesn't matter. Black beetle just drops now. White's too slow. Black beetle dropping was even better, but yeah. There's no way to. Wow. What a win. Black win for the championship. What a match. Unbelievable.
So the last 4 games, black scored 3.5 out of 4.
Yep.
Unbelievable. So DrBeeezz is our new champion.
DrBeeezz. Congratulations to him. He played great all tournament, of course. Jewdoka did as well. Clearly, these two were evenly matched. Took them to what was this game? They played 6 regular, 2 in the 10 minutes, so that's 8. And this is their 6th of 14 games to
14
decide.
games, yep. So hopefully both players will be coming over for an interview. Wow. And then possibly the final game in the bronze medal match will be tomorrow between OrdepCubik and Indus.
Okay.
But Sunday mornings I am not available to stream. So we'll have to see if Pedro streams his own. And just to let everybody know, Pedro was streaming in Spanish today on his channel. Stefanzo says, fearless punks.
Such an interesting game. I'm sure there's a lot of lines to look at. I definitely thought white was better at the beginning than it switched, and I thought, okay, black had defended nicely, but white with the pillbug surround, I thought maybe looked strong. I think moving the white pillbug away from the queen That's kind of maybe ultimately what the issues.
Yeah,
I
once
don't
you
know
do that,
why.
your attack has to finish
And
off.
it was yeah, and it was so slow tempo wise. I don't fully understand why he did that.
Joe just asked if he should join. I said yes. So let's see. Okay, they've both responded, so they should both be coming here very shortly. What a match.
It certainly was.
And I believe we have the youngest ever world champion.
He played lights out, so well deserved.
Hello.
Good morning, Joe.
Hey, how are you guys?
What a match. Well,
Yeah,
my
shoot.
heart is beating fast, and I wasn't even playing, so I can't even imagine what your heart rate's doing right now.
We're at like 42.
That's pretty calm, all things considered.
Yep, yep. Yeah, those were great games. I think I missed a win at the end there. I think I could put my beetle into the pit there, but dang it, not enough time.
How did
So
you feel about the time in general?
It was fun. Um, I think I had more than enough, really. I mean, that's kind of how I play the games anyway. In like the longer games, I like hold myself back from making the moves. So yeah, the 310 was pretty good. We were both struggling for time, so that makes it fun.
Yeah. Y-
definitely fun for people to watch.
Yeah.
And Joel said he was. Oh, let's see. Hold on a second. Oh, not sure how to turn off his camera, so I guess he doesn't want us to see him.
Alex, I got my black pill bug first win.
You did. Yeah, it worked. I think it caught him off guard. We were talking about it a little.
We were commenting on how the final four games, Black scored 3.5 points out of 4 in the final four.
Oh wow, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because of the quicker time controllers or maybe White was feeling pressure to go for wins and slightly overextending.
Yeah, that might be it. Also that game that we were talking about where he was trying the inchworm and I sort of did the double beetle attack. I showed you a sequence of that. It played out pretty good.
Yeah, it
Finally
was
got through that game.
yeah, that was I'm actually there were so many games that you guys played. I'm not even remembering all of them properly. Did you finish that one?
Yes.
Okay.
It was just a couple
Because
games ago.
yeah, there was a pattern where basically I mean, you were attacking, you were both attacking, but as White in particular, you were attacking and he was basically trying to hold on for dear life. And he did a good
Yeah.
job in a few games. You got him in a few others.
Yep.
Actually, I think it was the the second game today. Oh, that was the Inchworm game. Yeah. I can't we were we were impressed that you finished. You made some hopper rearrangements to open a spawn point because previously you were kind of locked of good spawn points and we weren't sure how you were going to finish.
Yep, exactly. That's the game.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
That's a good one, yeah. Definitely fun.
So now while we're waiting for Joel, we can talk a little bit about the future. there's the upcoming Hive Fair Play Cup. So you guys are going to be teammates again this year?
I believe so.
That is the plan.
So I don't know if the Humble Hive boys are getting back together again or we're breaking up. So we're in the process of having that conversation. And then it's Valentine's Day weekend, which would be February, I think 14, 15, and 16. I will be planning on coming to Minneapolis for the Con of the North. So if either of you are available for that, that would be great. We've got 6 events scheduled during that 3-day tournament.
Yeah, I don't know my exact plan, but I'm definitely gonna try and be there. Valentine's Day is maybe not the ideal weekend, but we'll see if we can make it work.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat, but yeah, maybe it works out.
I've never used Discord video conferencing. So Joel just asked, would Discord work? So let's see if he is.
Yeah, you should be able to shift to Discord. And even if he wants to join Zoom, there should be options that you can just turn your video off. Like for example, I can just do this.
He says he can't get his camera enabled.
He doesn't
We can't-
necessarily
You can't
need
turn
it
it on.
enabled.
Evidently, not sure. Because he said not sure how to turn off OF camera. So I didn't know whether that was off or on.
Well, yeah, I think if Discord is better for him to chat, he's the champion, so it would be good to hear from him.
I just sent him the link again.
How did you feel about not necessarily the time of the games itself, but the length that the match was going? Did it have any psychological effect on you? Were you tired by the end? Were you just excited to keep playing?
Well, you know me, I can keep playing, I think. No, yeah, it was fun. I mean, let's see, we started, I think 2 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago. No, just about 2 hours ago.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I could play for maybe another hour or two without getting a headache, I guess.
Okay, so you weren't feeling mentally tired. It was just having to make moves quickly, maybe.
No, yeah, a couple of times when we started a game right after the other, I didn't really have all that great of a plan going in, but pressure's on him as well, so
Yeah.
I'm totally fine with it. It was kind of fun actually, the different times. I'm not sure if that's the way it's going to be in the future or not, but maybe those could be even built into the different rounds or something like that.
Well,
Maybe
I know the tournament committee is having conversation about that, trying to determine what's best.
Yeah, I guess my comment was, while it's really fun for us to watch these quick games, and probably fun for you guys to play them too, it just feels so different than the time controls of the rest of the tournament that
yeah.
I almost hate to see it decided in these quick games. Not that you guys didn't play well in these games too, but 30 from 30, that's a lot more time. You're not seeing as many blunders. These maybe came down to more. You guys are really aggressive players anyway, so you're playing aggressive lines most of your classical games. But these in particular, it felt like it kind of came down to time, not time scrambled necessarily, but I don't know. I'm not sure this is how I want to see a world championship decided, but I do
Yeah,
understand that you can't play 30 plus 30 forever because you guys have real life time constraints.
that's true. I guess with the quicker games, there's some like slop built in or whatever.
I think it
there are
would
a
be
lot of-
fun to have more like 3+10 tournaments in general. I mean, I think it's a lot more fun for people to watch, and I think a lot of people would probably play in them. So maybe there should, at some point, when we get more high players, there should be a quicker time control championship.
Oh yeah, it'd be fun.
Give me a second. I have to
Isn't Joel young? Isn't he supposed to know how technology works? Did you feel any pressure as white or black, depending on the order that you were playing in these games of two, to try and win or draw? Like, is that why you went for C in the first game, which obviously didn't work as black, and then you went back to it in the third game as black?
Yeah, definitely. And you saw me trying to avoid C too. I think I made some weird like honeypot structure.
With the
Um,
double ants.
yeah, so that was kind of weird. That was me like running from C because I didn't want to get into a draw situation. But then
Okay.
later the draw didn't matter. So at least it didn't matter so much. Ended up mattering in the end though.
Yeah,
But
I guess
going
it
into
did.
that last game, I mean, I got what I wanted out of that C game. I
Hmm.
got the draw going into the next game as white. The pressure was on him. Unfortunately, I couldn't close it out though.
What was your thought behind? Oh, wait. Let's Joel's here, so
Joel
probably
has
should ask him a
joined.
few things.
Joel, can we not
I
get your
have
camera
one.
on?
Still not sure how to turn on my camera. Um,
Oh, I think it's okay.
we can try
Congratulations,
it.
That's
champion.
Or I would have to try my phone. That might be possible too. Let me quickly try that.
Depending if it's Zoom or just your computer interface, there's
I
usually
think it's the computer interface.
okay, I was gonna say there's usually a video button in the bottom left of Zoom that you can toggle on off. But if it's your webcam or whatever, that's a different issue, of course. But yes, congratulations first and foremost. I don't think anyone necessarily needs to see your face as much as hear your thoughts. Or at least that's what I would be more interested in. But congratulations first and foremost. It was a pretty epic match, and you came out on top.
Thank you so much. Pretty exhausting, to be honest. Um, um, to be honest, I don't really remember all the Blitz games anymore. It was a little
Oh, I
bit too
know.
much too fast.
There were 6 of them this morning, so that was very, very stressful for you, I'm sure.
Yes, definitely. Still trying to get the camera. Um,
I wouldn't worry too much about the camera.
Yeah, it's not really that important. We can do without it.
okay, then we'll do this without it.
So you had a very intense match with Pedro in the semifinals as well. So I think that
Yeah,
you and Pedro and Simon from Hungary are going to be the next generation of the top players.
probably. But we're not very akin in style, so that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, talk about that a little. So Pedro tends to play more of control, not exactly happy Kiwi, but maybe more similar to that. And then Joe, Judoka, and you tend to play more aggressive games. So were there different things that you intentionally tried to do in your match against Pedro and then against Joe?
Yes, against Pedro, I really tried to make the games as messy as possible because I thought I had more experience in that regard. And so that will give me an advantage. The best example is probably the sixth game, which I won with an attack. But versus Joe, I tried to be a little bit more reserved and go for control as a defensive option instead of counterattack, which eventually worked.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's kind of what we were seeing, especially in these blitz games. It seemed to us like Joe as white was pressing the attack and you were more or less holding on for dear life, trying to figure out different defensive resources.
Yes, but that's basically what Blitz is about. Either you try to a tempo race, or you have to defend for a very, very long time and then try to get the counter attack at some point.
So in the final game, the game that and we made this comment earlier, Joel, that of the last 4 games of Blitz, Black scored 3.5 points, which was very remarkable. So I'll ask both you players, was the turning point in this final game, Joe, when you moved your pill bug away from your queen?
No, I don't think so. I haven't gone back and looked, but I think I missed a forced win. The beetle by my pill bug could have went into the pit to surround his pill bug, and then I think I could have forced a victory. I think, I'm not sure. If I'm wrong, then maybe you're right. Yeah.
Yes, because if the beetle would have gone into the pit surrounding the pill bug, it would not have allowed the pill bug to warp your grasshopper away.
But I mean, I didn't have the time to think of it, so I was
Right.
under the pressure, so it's not an excuse or anything like that.
Well, these games today really highlight how intense and complex these tournament games can be, don't they?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. And also in a tournament, it is way more stressful to play. So you don't really get to just go with the flow or anything. Because you're constantly a little bit stressed about what the game result is going to do with the match. So that also is something which really altered my game, at least.
Well, I have the advantage because I realize there's almost no chance I'm ever going to win the championship again, so I can play with abandon and not have to feel the stress. And so we're going to close with just one quick comment. Joe, how is fatherhood and how's your family?
It's great. Little Zinnia is awesome. Yeah. Couldn't be more happier.
And Ashley's doing well too, I'm sure.
Yep, she's doing great.
And when they're that little, they learn something new every day.
Yeah, definitely. I'll have to teach her how to play Hive today.
That's right.
Oh, here.
Yes. Oh, Sunny.
Hi there. And I have to ask the question, Joe, is it okay because YouTube doesn't like having little babies on unless we have
Oh.
permission?
Oh, yep, that's good.
Well, very good. So thank you very much for a great match. Thanks for a great tournament. Thanks for Alex for joining us today. Frasco was on earlier, but he had to go to work. And congratulations to our new world champion. Is it I'm assuming Joel, it's Joel, correct?
Yes, but I don't mind either way.
Okay, because there's 2 little dots over the E, correct?
Yes.
And you pronounce your last name Bezemer?
Bezemer is the more Dutch
Bezemer.
pronunciation.
Okay, very
Yeah,
good.
but with like an A as in just the letter A and not an E.
Okay. Well, congratulations to Joel, our new world champion. Congratulations to Joe for playing in the finals again, 4-time world champion. And now that the tournament is over, Joe, we look forward to you getting back diligently on your book and getting your next book available and published.
Thank you.
So thanks again for everybody joining today. Thanks for Alex's commentary, and congratulations to our new world champion. Joel. So we will be signing off for now. Until next time, this is Randy Ingersoll helping you play Hive like a champion. And we have Joel, Alex, and Joe as well.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Okay.
guys.
Thanks, everybody.
And